Hey, the
Hey,
Scott's
yeah.
the one on top of things tonight.
Yeah, maybe you should just run one of the streams like that.
Which means this
is
stream is
Scott
doomed.
stream.
The sacred ground of this storm. Now you must die.
So while I pike this fight, let me tell people what the sales are this week.
First off, we get 5% per person that's in here this weekend, so that's pretty
Only
awesome.
applies to quests though, not raids.
Yes.
So don't be burning bypasses in Von 5-6.
I mean, unless you just
Well,
want to.
at least not for the sake
Well,
of the party
yes,
bonus XP.
not for the sake of the experience bonus. Do it for other reasons.
Okay, for those curious, on sale this week through the 22nd is 20% off True and Lesser Hearts of Wood, Quest XP Elixirs, healing items, and spell point potions. The free item of the week is a Bracelet of Friends with the code FRENDS, so friends with no I. Or E.
Is that because when you talk about things, you're like, I have no friends?
With no I or E. And that's usable once per account.
Come on, Scott,
And
control yourself.
as Shin mentioned, there is also the DDO bonus days, currently listed as plus 5% XP for every party member through the end of the weekend.
You're all just XP to me.
And unlike, normal times I run with Ultra, instead of saying I cost him 10%, I can say I gained him 5%.
Except you don't cost people 10% anymore because they got rid of the death penalty as a per character thing.
And it's actually been that way for a while, and I've actually opened up more LFMs than I normally do. The only
See, I thought
problem
that would
I
be a good
have with
segue.
it is if you go on public LFM, the level range doesn't allow for bravery.
Yeah, you have to
If-
go manually.
Yeah, you have to go
adjust it.
manually
It's
change it
awesome.
and bump down the level. Kind of minor, but it does make it slightly inconvenient. But I still use the public, and then I just go in and change it because it's a heck of a lot faster than having to filter through the list, find the quest, click on it, and then, do the rest.
With no more giants left behind the portals, the guards
Storm the
rush through
door.
to do you in. The last of the attackers lies dead at Roway East.
Decided that Fate Singer's too painful to
Giantish magic.
go through right now.
It's about the best thing to get the enhancement epic pass lives
Yes, I know.
for anything that's not a caster.
But leveling right now, I want something that, if other people are away or something, I can actually do damage. And at least with Divine Crusader, I can do damage passively.
That's true. Also, chat's real quiet. Who do we have in chat today? I'm seeing 6 people watching us on stream. I'm one of them, so that leaves 5.
It's just everyone
Oh.
streaming.
Yeah.
We started with 8, we've already lost 2. Must have been my jokes.
Yeah. It couldn't have
Thanks a
been
lot,
anything
Scott.
else.
The fiery wall in the hallway vanishes. Perhaps others of these ancient giantish barriers were deactivated as well.
Well, we've got Tony Mac Jr. in stream, and Big Sugar. Yeah,
Hey guys.
There were jokes, but they were so bad you wouldn't know they were jokes, Big Sugar. That's the problem with Scott, Untitled CSI. Whatever you want to call him, he'll probably respond to it.
It's
You
true.
can call him what you like, just don't call him late for dinner.
Oh, wow, and you call me bad.
The magical giantish barrier.
Yeah, but I make
down.
1 or 2 bad
You are
jokes a
free to
week.
move deep
You make 1 or
into
2
the
bad
door.
jokes an hour.
Well, he's got to make up for the one time a week he's only here.
Tony, you can always pike. That's what Scott does.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, welcome, Tony. Oh, now I got the Big Sugar reference. I should have looked up first.
Where
Hey, we're up to 7 people in the stream.
he scurried
You gonna say that every time the number moves?
I don't got anything else to do. I'm at my mom's, so my connection's too poor to really play DDO. So I've got
So
the
he's
video on
decided
pause.
to watch DDO.
No, not even
Not
that.
even
It's
watch.
paused. I'm watching chat because I don't have the connection to stream it.
you find a crevice concealed by rubble here.
Who's
It's
coming with me?
just large enough to crawl through.
Sorry, I had to correct a Canadianism.
What a boot.
Somebody misspelling, or however you want to say it. Which, go figure. It's a.
Wait, how do you spell A? Or misspell A?
You misspell it by EYYH.
What? Who would have spelled it like that?
I don't name
Are you
names on
talking
the
about-
stream, you know that.
What?
Is that because you can't remember them?
Although he had a valid point. He asked how I would know because I never say it.
I do.
I
a
feel
lot.
like I know
Oh,
who this
I was
was
talking
now.
about DDO chat, something that the Twitch people should join if they're not already in it.
DDOchat.com. It's DDOchat.com.
It's been so much better since he lost his mic.
As
Oh,
the
God.
lever clicks into place,
Just don't trash people.
one of the 2 faces near the far door lights up.
We'll have to say we're sorry. And then drop the ban hammer.
It's okay, I corrected him on the proper spelling and apologized for it.
See, I said.
No, I've been knocked down.
But you'll get up again, right?
They'll never gonna keep him down.
Someone should light the face up.
And let the beat drop.
Ancient gears grind deep underfoot.
How do we know they're
Path
ancient
forward
gears?
has opened.
Or if they just renovated?
Then they're into antiquities.
Oh, what if they're hipsters and just made this entire place like 2 days ago, but they made it out of all old stuff? Are these guys still using typewriters? Oh crap. Wait, did you call lightning on storm giants?
What?
You mean the sorcerer?
Yeah. Aren't they immune to electricity?
Who's immune to electricity?
Aren't storm giants?
Storm giants specifically are. Hill giants and the others aren't.
The Quartermaster stands with maddened eyes, casting an elaborate spell.
He's casting
And I
elaborate
cast
ruse.
Storm of Vengeance, which also does acid damage.
Quartermaster says,
Yeah.
when I am the glowing statue breaks.
See, I don't know Druid
Velma,
spells.
what did you do?
Master snarls. I can cast it just as well with one.
Why do you blame Velma for everything?
Because he came running and skeletons were behind him and he was the only one in the room.
And it'd be kind of weird if he blamed himself. I blame Scott. Wait, that's me.
Everybody else does. If I worked a turbine, I'd be stuck with a banana.
As the second statue breaks.
You'd have to get a second banana there because, well, you'd always have the other.
He cries. Vermin, I
If they put a plaque on it.
with your remains.
Why are these guys so bright?
They're skeletons, they're dumb.
The future's so bright they've got to wear shades. And also, I blame warlocks. I'm pretty
Oh
sure
no,
it's
is
tied
he
to
just
the
trolling
giant
me? Hold on,
chalice.
I gotta go AFK in this fight to correct something.
Staggers and falls. In the cloud of madness leaves his eyes. What came over me, he whimpers. The dragons. Beware. There are 3 of them.
Did Scott say he was going to AFK during that
Yeah.
fight?
Meanwhile, the fight was finished.
Yes, I did it after I got XP.
Well, those are two things that don't go together. Deadly Cloak of Spell Site 15.
Well, see, it just increases all of your damage. Well, except your sonic damage. It doesn't increase your sonic damage.
So we
Or your
are.
negative damage.
Are we doing dragons?
Yes,
I don't know, are we doing dragons?
there
Mister-
will be blood.
I want my helmet.
I want my helmet. Sorry,
I'm
we don't
not
have to do
sure.
black.
We're gonna
We don't
do.
need we don't need to do any of the other dragons.
Yeah. No. We're gonna do them all, and we're gonna get helms on the other ones. Just none on black. Or everyone gets one but you. That'd be great. By the way, if you haven't noticed, I hope you guys don't need heals, because I'm on a spell points. I didn't know we were doing dragons, so.
That's why I'm going back to Shrine.
Oh wait, you can
2
do that?
shrines.
Go ahead to shrines.
I don't have spell points to get to the Shrine ahead of us.
You take spell points for you to move?
Yes. Well, if you're a favorite soul using wings. Or, you know, a druid using the wolf thing.
Snow Slide?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that thing.
The wolf thing.
Yeah, Scott, it does take SP for me to move, see?
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is just large enough to crawl through.
We are playing on Orion. It's a baby server.
We were the new player server for like a week before it killed us.
Yeah. Oh man, that was horrible.
We're like, we need more players. We have a new player.
And then
don't
we
need
got new
them.
players. Go away, please. We can't play. It's not that we don't like new players, so we don't like lag.
Or new players. We don't let lag or new players.
And lagging new players, forget about it.
Yeah, those are the worst.
When you do, you can join one of our pugs and make fun of how we play. Stupid wolf. I miss my barbarian movement speed right now. And the spread boost.
You find a crevice concealed by rubble here. It is just large enough to crawl through.
I already got my helm. I also have one in the bank that I could just give to you, but that could be your Widow Blight for a while.
My what?
Your Widow Blight. Brandon knows
See
what I
you
mean.
did there.
I didn't hear what you said.
I waved
said
a
Widow
Widow Blight in front of Brandon for every day for like a year.
Oh, nice.
I eventually gave it to him, but he just wanted to collect it. He didn't even want to use it.
Oh, was it one of his DM items?
Yep.
Well,
I
no,
think
it's
so.
one of the Spawn of Whisper Doom items. Somewhat equally rare to DMG items. But yes, it's one of those things that I want to collect for the sake of collecting them.
Oh man, 9 years.
Oh my god. I played it for 7 years.
I've been paying for like 3 years.
Was it a
3 and a
tour?
half. Oh yeah.
What, did you say Torque? I have a Torque.
Oh my god, in 7 years I've never got a torque.
You've never got fully torqued
I've got
in
one.
7 years?
Hey, yeah. I've
There's a
got
pill
a
for
torque
that.
within, what, 5 years, I guess?
Oh, I got a torque and a dust cart within a year. So
Well, yeah, but you just got horseshoes. You're just a lucky guy. I got a bobble. Does that count?
And a violin.
I don't have a
instrument to
problem.
play, but when you do, it's gorgeous.
Unlike bagpipes, which are horrible forever.
Bagpipes are awesome. Again, if you're good. Even if
Yeah,
you're bad,
they're one of
okay.
the. They're great if you know it, and they're terrible if you don't.
Well, there's many instruments like that.
Basically all of them.
Like drums.
Basically all of them.
Recorder, oh my god. Flute.
Accordion.
At the very least, an ocarina sounds nice.
Well, Tony, if you ever jump onto Orion, you'll be welcome to come chat and/or run and/or participate.
Is the server Orion or Orion?
I
Like,
prefer
where does
It's
the
Orion.
emphasis
Orion.
go?
It's
Scott
Orion.
likes to mispronounce it.
Yeah.
Everybody that
so
I know
Scott puts
says
the emphasis on the wrong
Wait.
syllable. Gotcha.
I'm just gonna
no.
pop a few bucks.
Low but steady hissing of air.
Oh,
It
it's
is
actually that one
Orion.
person.
I have always called it Orion. People at Turbine have called it Orion. You can
People
call
at
it what you
Turbine,
want.
as far as Danaeth is concerned, have called it 3 or 4 different things. So I don't know if they're really good
Eritracos in the Shroud?
indicators.
Man. Or TOD? Eritracos has like 4 or 5 different enunciations of his name.
Yeah, like Eratricos.
Yeah.
See, Vorn's on my side.
That makes one.
I pronounce it Orion. Orion.
I call it Orion. I mean, it gets the point across. People know. I mean, there's no other server that's close to it, so it works either way.
It's like Kandarik and Kundrak.
Hey, just curious, Tony Mac, is your main named after the atomic distance Angstrom? You just couldn't, it was already taken?
The final spew of acid signals the death of the Black Dragon.
I think the
Good
lag
luck.
signals the death of the Black Dragon.
Oh man, and this leg is nothing.
Don't
Remember how
loot the
bad it
gold
used to
piles.
be?
Remember, don't loot the gold piles first, or you won't get named items. See that? I looted the chest first, and I got a named item.
It's not a good one, but
There's...
Wow, bronze ingot, and I'm gonna re-roll it.
Oh, Helm of the Black Dragon for Drisselin.
Congrats.
Congrats,
What kind?
Driz.
Dex, con, strength?
Dex 8.
Dex 8.
Oh, huh. It's a Helm of the Black Dragon. Not a good Helm of the Black Dragon, but it's a Helm of the Black Dragon.
Well, if you need Dex, it's alright.
Well, that's true.
Does anybody want an allegiance?
No.
Does anybody ever want an allegiance?
Was that ever a good item?
Got it. Male allegiance is, along with Madstone Skulls, to Ultra Metki.
I thought XX Bays XX wanted allegiances.
No, Maze just wants somebody to be... Yeah.
This English lesson brought to you by Scott. Someone who can barely
The letter
speak it.
Blue.
Yeah, poor chat. They gotta put up with Scott's English. Well, and kind of the rest of ours. I mean, we all kind of speak broken English. We find words hard. That's why we play video games.
I thought we played video games because we don't have social skills.
No.
Whoa,
Well, I
whoa,
mean-
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Both? Maybe? I don't know.
You should preface that with some of us don't have social skills.
Yeah, poor Scott.
The guy that's stuttering on all his words. Meanwhile,
Yeah, I
he's
don't
going,
know if it's
whoa,
really
wait.
not
Sometimes
the
I start
place
talking
to,
and
to
realize
argue
things
that
that-
one, Scott.
Sometimes I start talking and realize things I'm gonna say probably shouldn't be said, and I can moderate myself.
Will you self-moderate?
I do.
See, I'll be right back.
Do you even lift
I
her?
ran the wrong way. That's a lot of bad guys. This is gonna hurt.
Well, it wouldn't if you had a green steel clicky.
Hey, look, guys. I brought friends.
Oh my god. Get over here. Bring him. No, bring him here.
Where are you?
I'm in the blade barrier.
Looking for the BB. There it is. Bringing them. Damn door. Through the blade barrier.
Here comes hell. See, I'm awesome at Divine Crusader. See ya, Tony.
Cheers, Tony.
See, now we're gonna get all the white helms we can possibly get.
I don't even know if they're worth re-rolling for.
Scott?
Hey, it's a trapper's job.
Yeah. There's other stuff we have to do before we go up there.
Not really. That's what the other people's job is.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I just want to see its hit points go boom.
Me too, but I'm killing trash as I go.
Yeah, right.
And boom goes the dynamite?
Exactly.
Wait for it.
What did I miss? Whose hit points are going boom because of what?
Scott, he's running through the
Scott.
blue traps.
Is Scott's gonna run through the traps?
The trapper didn't make it in time.
It's because the trappers still
Because we still have to do other stuff.
You'll notice that Miri did not run
Oh,
through
I
the
didn't mean to
traps
hit that.
today because
Oh,
I
that was
remembered
expensive.
that I wasn't on an evasion character.
That is expensive.
Also, I was AFK. But, you know, it seems better to say that it was the evasion thing.
So what are these orbs supposed to represent?
What orbs?
Above us. Going into
Oh, I have
the
no
blue.
idea.
Are they just like decoration or something?
Well, it probably means something to the giants who originally built the tour.
Cause is it like the alignment of Kyber or something?
Well, it could be. They could represent the moons of Eberron. No, they likely do not represent the alignment of Kyber because that
Definitely
wouldn't
not
make
Mercury.
any sense.
And Kyber's in retrograde.
No, Kyber is not retrograde. Again, that doesn't make any sense. It's completely ignoring Eberron cosmology.
Cosmetology?
What does lipstick have to do with it?
See, when Shen says things like this, I think he's asking legitimate questions to start with, and maybe later he starts trolling me. But Scott just can't be bothered to ask legitimate questions. That's why I don't pay much attention to him.
Be really bad.
Well,
for
I
an
came
interview.
back at a point of the conversation where I have no idea what's going on.
It's okay, given me and it is normally the same way.
Talking about Kyber being in retrograde.
And lipstick.
Yes. Shen made a joke about Kyber being in retrograde.
It's not a joke, it's a real thing,
Doesn't
man.
make sense.
That's why it's
Maybe
such a
it was
problem.
born with it.
We're not going to talk about Eberron cosmology on here, because last week when we tried to ask questions like that, people didn't know the answers.
That's why we gotta educate them, man. Nobody knows
Because
that
it's
Kyber's
something
in
everybody cares
retrograde.
about.
What was
Are we
that,
all here?
Scott?
I said because it's something everybody cares about.
People playing DDO should care about the lore of the world they're playing in.
Mm. Have you played
Then,
Diablo?
Do people who play
I have.
World of Warcraft, do they need to know the lore of Astaroth?
Actually, it's not
Isn't it
Astaroth.
Azeroth?
It's Azeroth. Astaroth is
Astaroth
Shows
is,
dude
I
from Soul
believe,
Calibur.
Shows how much I don't know about World of
Zoroastrian
Warcraft.
god?
Wait, wasn't Astaroth the Star of Astaroth? That was from Bedknobs and Broomsticks.
no, it's a guy from Soul Calibur. He was resurrected
Pretty sure
7 years ago.
Astaroth is a Zoroastrian deity.
That was close enough. Closer than Scott would have been.
But yes,
No, I
there's
was
whole
right, the
channels
Star of
dedicated to
Astaroth.
that. Oh, what?
Star of Astaroth is
Where
the
did
main
this
object of
giant come
Bedknobs and
from?
Broomsticks.
Hey, we scared people off in chat about talking about random things. We're back down to 6.
It's what we do.
Thank you, Stat Boy.
Hey, gotta keep
where did
tabs
that
on.
giant
gotta,
come from?
Gotta keep tabs on it. Because, I mean, if there's only gonna be 5 of us, there's no point
I
talking.
agree, Big Sugar.
Gleaming gold cover much of the room ahead.
So,
Big Sugar's got the right idea. I don't know
Lore
much about the
bleed.
lore.
well, if you made a character named Lore, especially you, yes, it would definitely bleed.
The dragon's lightning breath crackles all around you.
I don't think I'd make a new character. I'm done with first lives. I've got 5
You know,
characters
you
up
said
in
that
that
a
wall.
while ago, and then Rebellion
attack.
became a thing. But then we were like, no, Rebellion's
And then
not
she
a thing.
TR'd. Now she's
And
a
then-
second life, and she's
Then
capped.
Amelia was a thing.
Exactly. So, I've got 5 guys that are TR.
5
Not
guys?
enough for me.
You got 5 guys?
Oh yeah,
Man, I
buddy.
wish I had 5 guys right now.
Whoa.
Today was a discussion on pastries.
Oh, pastries are good. Did you guys know that devs like pastries?
Well, devs are people too. They probably enjoy pastries about as much as all of us.
What's the giant at?
Dead.
pretty much
Giant
dead.
is apparently a dead.
No, dead.
The blue dragon's
Okay, cool.
lightning aura slowly
Ooh, he stood up.
pushes death.
How did I not get killed by that electric trap?
I know, I'm thinking the same thing, and it's probably my blue dragon skill.
Or it's because we're on Epic Hard and I'm just used to running Epic Elite.
Hammer of Fleeting Clouds.
Oh, lucky you.
Leaden. The leaden clouds.
Thor's little hammer.
I'm slightly more possibly interested in this than the White Helm.
Really? Because it's not good.
Really? You're more interested in that terrible item than the White Helm,
No.
which is actually good.
Anybody get
Well,
anything good?
comparatively good.
Oh man, I am sucking on rerolls tonight.
And also, you know this would be the Blue Helm chest, right?
Oh crap, I shouldn't have even bothered rerolling.
You gonna get me another one? Thanks,
Should have taken the
man.
hammer.
Man, he's really good at this, knowing what... You know, if only we had just been told that the Blue Dragon's lightning aura dissipated moments before... Wait, no, we were.
It's not his fault. Kyber's in retrograde.
It's true. Check my invis spots before I run past the giants.
So you're gonna chug your 8th sin. Don't do that, by the way. That's not a good idea.
No, I'm slowly enjoying it.
Yeah, it's not something you
Oh, I
can
wonder
chug.
what a crown in the floor by the door means.
What? It means nothing. Don't worry about that at all.
That's awesome.
Oh man, I do like no damage to this guy.
That's
Yay.
not the crown you're looking for.
Kill him, Z.
Besides, aren't you Canadian? Shouldn't the only crown you care about be Crown Royal?
I thought you were gonna say the queens.
Yeah, same. I'm glad he went to the Crown Royal. We've got like 4 of those in my house.
Queens?
No. I have a dog
No,
that
the
thinks
old
she's a queen.
Did you say the dog?
The dog thinks she's a queen. Don't die.
Okay, I'll do my best.
6.
Oh, wait, there's remnants back there?
Yep, there's a remnant back here. Fuck. Damn it! I mean, oh.
3.
man.
Shucks.
Brian,
6.
you just swore on the stream. Now they...
I don't know what you're talking about, sir. You have no video evidence of this.
Yet.
Hasn't been 30 seconds yet. You have no video evidence of this.
Chat, when it gets to this point, make sure you type it out. Well, not... Type out that he swore. Don't type the swear he swore. Let it be known that Quentin has the most dirtiest mouth
5.
here.
You know nothing,
know.
Ultra Metki.
When we get to cap, I should go through and make a compilation of all the times we swore throughout this.
Run out of
Oh man, could you imagine?
places to type. We'd have Stack Overflow errors.
Come here, I want to hug you.
Wait, that sounds like a trap.
I may have had an implosion aura on.
Three negative levels? What?
It sounds like you didn't get yourself a death ward.
I have Death Ward. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, now.
And I don't have any negative levels, so, you know, it's all good.
It's funny, it's almost gone by like magic or something. I didn't get anyone, did I? Keep forgetting I'm not in Sentinel. Okay, we can start heading to the top.
But did we start at the bottom?
So, who's doing the dragon?
Me and Scott will do the dragon.
I was frozen today.
Yeah, but Scott, the real question is, did a polar bear fall on you?
You saw that?
So what? Wait.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's not something you see every day. Not something you see every day. Not something you see in a lifetime.
I feel like Shin is making a reference I didn't get.
What, the article that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Was there an article about a polar bear falling on someone?
Yeah. It's like what? Was it In Alberta?
Canada. And Canada's gonna Canada, I guess.
We don't even have drop bears, man. It was just a bear falling from the sky.
Alright, I'm shrunning. Remember, me and Scott are taking on the dragon.
Now that everyone's shrined. There you go.
Can I get freedom? Yep.
Alright, let's go.
Cold air drifts through the portal as you step. You find yourself
Titan's not here tonight, I'm surprised.
in a vast room. You are not
Yeah, usually is.
alone.
I have to go through the combat log. I don't think the Thunderforge items are getting their Dragon Bane on, or frozen.
It
Frozen.
should be. Are you using it?
No.
Well, sometimes you just
You know,
switch
it
your
is a
weapon
valid question.
Helpless.
to ask.
and you don't know because you have a cosmetic on.
I've always had a weapon bar.
And yet you still run through quests without your sauce on.
I don't use my sauce.
I know, at heroic levels.
That is true. That's because I catch myself swapping to something else and not going back. Oh, not just frozen.
Okay, Jorgendal's like, we gotta stop TPS on him.
Oh, I'm frozen.
Dragon is good to go.
Kill Jorgendal.
Someone else is gonna need to help us.
Um,
Because my big attack is off cooldown.
A final whimpering
Nice.
burst of cold heralds the
There we
dawn
go.
of the white dragon.
That was close.
Hey Shoemaker, this is Shindoku and CSI Stormreach streaming Pikers
And John
Anonymous,
Rowe.
and Yanate and Velma Tinkley and Trisselin. Streaming Pikers Anonymous. You
Hi,
are seeing
Shu.
through Shindoku's eyes.
Man, so Shu's here now, so we can't say things about him anymore? I
She's been
mean,
here for a while. She is technical 13.
how were the White Dragon for Trisselin?
Damn.
Trisselin just getting all the helms tonight.
Intricate
Yeah.
field optics.
Oh, too bad that the
Wow,
Wiz ate
nothing.
one.
Which field optics did you get? Hey, those are the same ones Quentin has.
Anyone want a chain soldier?
I'd love a chain soldier. Oh, wait, you meant a great axe of the chain soldier.
Oh,
Scat?
I'm good.
I'll take it.
Okay, I'll give it to you. Because I really don't want it.
Thank you much.
Oh. Get out of here quick. Alright, high road
Alright,
next.
and we're done with Giant Hold, yeah. Hey, that means Jag is flagged for Fall of Truth tomorrow if people want to run it.
Unfortunately, I will not be here for raids.
Given how the past few weeks have gone, raids might not happen. I hope that is not the case, because I have some raids I'd like to get done.
Me too.
Well, mostly wasn't happening because, you know, many of us were TR'd.
Yep. A
It
hard
just means you have to be
reward.
more epic.
Man, I could get my next reward tier for 15 actual shards. Totally seems worth it.
Which of these? Oh, I already picked it up, I guess.
That you are doing it? Or was that sarcasm?
What?
That was sarcasm, sir. It's not worth 15 actual shards for the very small XP increase.
Starting with D2,
Maybe it would be worth it to go from elite to true elite. Maybe. But from hard to elite, it's just not worth it.
Wait, there's a step in between hard and elite? Or true elite, sorry?
Yeah, there's a step between elite and true elite. To do true elite, you have to do everything on elite. You can get the elite reward if you've done just over half of these on elite.
Really?
Yep.
I've either gotten just straight hard or straight true elite. I didn't know there was.
Yeah, it's generally because you do them either we're doing them on Epic Elite and you do all of them on Epic Elite.
Yeah.
Or we're not doing them on Epic Elite and you do none of them on Epic.
Because someone's like, oh, I want to do a favor life. That seems like a good idea.
Favor lives are great ideas. They're great.
But practice.
Man, is it going to be great when I'm done with this life. Besides, you get a lot of turbine points on a favor life.
See Ultra.
No.
Wait, does that mean we should do a caught in the web tomorrow?
We haven't done chain 3 yet. We can't do cut in the web tomorrow.
Who is the random? There we go.
Random rice? That's Arafin.
No, but if random's there, hello.
He's not.
Why'd you have to ruin it, Shin? He was gonna start talking to Arrow as if he were there. We'd all know that he wasn't, but Scott wouldn't
He'd
realize
eventually look.
All I have open is chat windows.
He doesn't even have the game open.
It's true.
it. That makes sense. He doesn't really play this game. Man, I need to update my gear.
Doing detour,
These
right?
days, this character will not have such terrible gear.
I don't even want to talk about what I'm using.
Are you wearing a underwater action ring?
Or 3 of them.
I don't think so.
Well, he's definitely not wearing 3.
He's definitely not wearing 3 underwater action rings. I think before it was a ring, a necklace, and a belt.
I've only ever had one underwater action that's always on a ring.
Uh-huh.
He wears it to level 23.
It's true. Still a swap out, I think.
Okay, where are we going to now?
The high road.
Detour, right?
Yep, starting with detour.
Though the cabin is empty, there is a note on the table before you. It reads, "Stepped out back for some fresh air. Read the dossiers."
Somebody want to share so I can be lazy and not talk to people? Thank you, sir. My system just...
Benson speaks as you approach.
Oh, there we go. It caught up. It just decided to stop working.
Ooh, what is the best heroic chain reward item to pull?
Wouldn't keep me waiting like this.
Heroic Arcat scored.
Wait, are you just now pulling your heroic giant hole chain reward?
I'd never talked to Side any, no.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, 46k XP or 15,000 guild renown.
It's up to you.
$60k renown.
So we got 2 in at least.
Yeah.
Just waiting on Scott.
Hey, by the way, Scott had mentioned this earlier in DDO chat, and I just thought of it. What class do you guys think is the easiest class to solo if you're a new player?
And why?
And why? Man, everybody's all chiming in with their opinions all at once.
I'm trying to think right now.
Monk.
No. I'd probably
Okay,
say
I can kind of see that, Shaggy.
You missed the second part, Shaggy.
Barbarian, and it's probably because of the self-healing and damage output that it can do, and they're wearing of medium armor, but sometimes people multi-class and give it heavy armor.
Okay,
thus making it
I do
extremely
want to
powerful.
re-clarify. This is for a new player that's new to the game that would not
Yes.
be multi-classing into different
Okay,
things for different reasons.
Pure? Yeah, pure barbarian. All the way. They're ridiculously hard to kill.
I can definitely see that. Barbarian's a good choice, especially with the new self-healing system that's been added to them. I actually think Monk isn't a bad choice. You cannot, as a new player, play a Monk and get the most out of it, but they are absolutely solo friendly at low to mid heroics, even if you don't know exactly what you're doing.
I find the biggest problem with the monk is you need the gear for it.
To me, though, I think the easiest for a new player would be probably a fighter if they want to go the melee route, because they have, you know, so many chances to make up for terrible feat choices, which a new player is going to make some terrible feat choices. It's just, you know, what they're gonna do.
Toughness?
Like
Human hunter.
20 toughnesses, yeah.
Wait, is that tree back?
Though actually now I think if we're going to say they have access to pay-to-play classes, I think the best class for a new player to really have an easy time would be Warlock. It is, especially throughout Heroics, it is a very easy class to play without really having to know. Right back. Warlock does have somewhat of a lack of self-heals, but with either the temp HP procs from Enlightened Spirit or Steel Life Force from Soul Eater, plus the ready access to UMD and the crazy bonuses to UMD you get, it helps make up for this in ways that few other classes can.
Don't get too excited. I can already tell there'll be plenty more out there trying to stop us.
Your thoughts on the matter, Scott?
I've actually been thinking on it. Honestly, I think I would say Artificer. You, as a new player, you get a weapon that you don't need to really worry about consumables as you'll be making them. You get a decent spell perspective and with Plat can really open up what you have access to spell-wise. Treats you for, trains you for other things, and then depending on your racial class or enhancements, you can get some moderate self-healing and UMD up there, even if you have to redo some skills later on. I find that they're probably the most well-rounded, stay away from things that will hit you while still getting the job done.
Having not played an Artificer, I can't really comment on that because, well, I haven't played an
Unless
Artificer.
you picked Warforged, I doubt they're going to be healing much. And that's mostly because how long did it take me to start using heal pots and shit stuff? Because I was like a year and a half before I even picked up a potion, let alone a scroll.
The Netherese aren't in the habit of hiring bards. They must be desperate to find the Nether Scroll. In any case, they've blocked our road. After you defeat them, we'll have to find another.
Well, even taking the healing out of it is great DPS and ranged, with PB. It came up with a discussion in DDO chat where a player was asking the devs to possibly modify the difficulty of the classes and the character creation, because he believed that the fighters were not really solo friendly due to the incurred cost of consumables for your healing up, and viewed something like a cleric would be significantly easier and more solo friendly for a player. Whereas I instantly, to me, I rebutted as, you don't need to worry about what's dead.
Yeah, after a pass, they probably should switch around whether it's easier or not.
Well, keep in mind, that's only a listing of what is... Fighter is the default class, I think, because it is a simple-to-play class more than a solo-friendly class, so it does list solo ability. But you'll notice that clerics are listed as a good or very good solo ability class.
Yeah, which they are not.
No, they are. If you aren't worried about,
See,
you can easily play a cleric that is a war priest variant.
Even if you don't, I was kind of on Shin's side there until I really thought about it, and it doesn't necessarily mean that your quest progression will be great. What it means, you could sit forever in a quest and heal yourself, and especially throughout heroics, and not worry about death, and slowly get yourself through it. You will just severely be lacking, possibly, in damage.
Yes, which eventually you run out of spell points.
Well, that's true. You do eventually run out of spell points, which is why...
This was also one of my reasons to fight for it.
Maybe they shouldn't rate the class itself. Maybe they should rate... it should tell you the trees in which they have, and tell you whether those trees themselves are generally better for soloing for a new player rather than the actual class. Because
that would be ideal.
if you are a Radiant Servant, you are not soloing super easy compared to War Priest.
But how many people really stick to one tree? Or are you referring to the people that cap it and view themselves as those?
Well,
I'm talking about new players, though, too.
Primary tree, and with it, you're going to have a play style which can probably be tied to one of your trees.
So, would it not be better for them to remove difficulty based on class, but instead do it based on path builds?
But even path builds don't use your enhancement points. It
No,
just
but they
gives
do
you...
gear, feat selection, and stuff to it.
Yeah, but even a new player, like there's many people that have chosen a path and then they ask, okay, now what enhancements do I take, even though they don't understand what they just got for their level.
That is something I'm surprised they don't address, and I don't know the best way to do it. either to remove it or to modify the paths to do auto grants for enhancements at level.
There's an elite mercenary
But make it the
team
minute you
that
modify your
sets up
enhancements
the
once,
scroll.
you're off the path.
Allow me to stress how badly the Netherese must want what we have.
I'm so used to being on Shin. I tried to search out the trap.
Found the trap for you. I'm gonna go hit the shrine.
If they could make it like something that's maybe it circled the things in green for the best selection for your path, or yellow for optional.
I think the
sort of
problem is it would have
selection.
to skip the racial tree.
Yeah, unless
Well,
you.
no, because the paths are already race specific.
Yeah.
Each race has a slightly different path setup because of stat modifiers.
So if it's
Does that affect the stat? I thought the stat. Sorry, but I thought the paths were purely based on class.
No, they're class race combinations. It's why if they should ever decide, it's why if they make a path for a new class, they can't just make one path. They have to make one for every race. Because of base stat allocations, as well as the fact that, you know, especially humans get an extra feat. And half-elves get a dilettante feat, and things like this. So they have to do it for each race separately to accommodate the race-specific things that are affected here. If the compendium were still up, you'd be able to see it on there, because you could look at what the path was for each of the different races for each of the different paths. And you could see the differences between them. The addition of half-orc was actually a very interesting one, because a lot of the half-orc paths were decently varied away from the other race versions of them.
Man, so for every race that they introduce, they're gonna have to do that for every single one. It is annoying. I guess they didn't really have to do that for PDK and all that because they were single source class.
And they were also, they just created a path for them
Yep.
separate from things. So they created one path for each of the iconics. Because you can't take a different path on an iconic.
I can imagine they were pretty pleased about that.
It almost certainly played into how iconics were created.
But another thing for pass that would be nice for new players is that when you took your next level, if you got like a meta magic feat, if you were a caster or like power attack something, it'd be nice if a tooltip popped up saying like you just got this feat, you can activate it to do more damage, you can right click your spell to apply it to its single target wise, but Because I think a few of those people will level up and not notice that they
This isn't good.
have all
If
these
they're here
things.
in the forest, they may be at the lodge as well. I hope we're not too late. Netherese must know where the lodge is by now.
Chest back here.
I'll bet that druid helped them divine its location. The wildlife.
Brandon, you
here
helped them
holds
find
many
its
secrets
location?
you can't always hide.
You a traitor?
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
I'm gonna have to dispel you. I would if I had more spell points.
Well, as long as you don't kill me and then cast Commune with Dead to ask me questions.
Oh god. I wasn't even there for that.
Did I tell you? I told you about that, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and then he told me about that.
It was awesome.
Why did you even have me commune with Dead with him if, like, in life he wouldn't give you those answers?
This matters.
Well, I think people prematurely decided to kill him. He was not helpful in life. He was a follower of a bad god who all he wanted to do was die for his cause. Then he did, and we're like, you're dead now. It's like, oh.
Define bad god. What makes one god good and the other bad?
We are not having that discussion on stream.
Just because you're a bad guy does not make you a bad guy.
You want to know what makes them a bad god? Their alignment.
I can see that making them an evil god.
And if I am a good person, then they are bad.
Why does everything have to be so binary with you?
Well, it's not. It's actually hexadecimal. I believe there's 8.
Looks like they sent an elite assassin to clean up in case we made it this far.
Wait, that wouldn't be hexadecimal either. Way to go, Scat. It's octal. It's very octal.
Yay.
There you go.
Took me a minute. Very octal.
Good work. The warded container should be
Break
downstairs. Follow
everything.
me.
The rest of our stuff will be in the basement.
I sense a trap. Say we should send Scott first.
There's no traps in this quest though.
Oh, you know, except for all the
Hey,
spell
Titan.
wards that got disabled.
Oh, I could so have pizza right now.
You know who else could have pizza right now? Shit! If you ever got him the pizza, you owe him.
It's like, what, 3 years now?
Has it been that long?
Well, I've been playing more than 3 years, so it's a good guess. Oh, weird. Nope. We just got ransacked.
Careful. Do not.
Hey, Slam's a champion.
Cunning and insanity of this one. The Netherese didn't hire him for his good looks.
I don't know if I trust chocolate lava cakes from Domino's.
What? They're not bad. You should just eat them when fresh.
The only ones that I've had are from the Rainforest Cafe.
I've never gone to the Rainforest Cafe.
I went
pretty cool.
to Niagara Falls.
I've never been to Niagara Falls.
What?
Yeah.
I've never been to Niagara Falls either.
What?
I've never been east of Minnesota.
Well, I've probably never been west.
Speaking of cardinal directions, I schooled Scott the other day.
Well, that doesn't take much. But what happened?
I told him that we're actually further south than you guys.
It's true.
Yes.
Coming, Brandon?
Yeah, I'll be there in just a second. I was shredding and checking something at work.
No, I don't think that counts, Titan. Oh man, I can't even see what Slam's got.
He's got champion buffs. That's what Slam has. Where's Scott?
Sorry, Scott's here. He was just doing something.
Let's do this.
Watch out! Never leave an opening like that.
Oh, Slam's got on hit fire, so don't get hit by him.
Earth Elemental Hunter.
I didn't get that. Ooh,
Can't remember what drops in the scent chest.
Fly kicks.
The what?
Boots. Falling treads.
Treads of failing memory.
I didn't think they were in the end. I thought they were in the one of the named.
Nope. There's only one thing you can get in the named. It's a Wizard's Ward.
So this is the treads chest?
Yep. How do you not know this?
I always thought the treads was the one named. I didn't think it was end. I always hated running this quest. It was probably one of my least favorite.
How far out is Drew's? Does somebody need to go on and get it?
I'm going.
Why do customers have to come in at inopportune times?
Because they're not
I know,
customers if they didn't do it. Okay, apparently she's gonna go kill them. Or not.
They're all like, why is my safe not open? What's the number to open my safe? Why don't you just open the safe for me?
The code is
Worse.
1234.
The nether scroll fragment should no longer be a
Yeah,
threat to
bear back
operation
in.
now that it's safely ordered inside the artifact.
Hey, look, I got nothing.
Feel free to take anything else you find inside.
I've never really had a problem with fort bypass dudes.
That's the same person calling me. Turns out their safe isn't actually locked.
Oh, good. So it's unsafe?
Well, it will be locked when they lock it now. But yeah, they're just terrible.
Also, did he not try and open it
Legendary victory.
before calling? Obviously
that?
not. I said, didn't he try? Well, like, wouldn't you try and open it before calling?
No.
You'd think so.
I will be AFK for a minute.
No. Okay, so the swamp.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong side.
Swamp next.
Yep. Here, I'll be right back.
Where am I heading?
To the swamp. Try not to get lost on your way to the swamp.
I'm following blue dots.
You know the ones that aren't moving?
Yeah, I would be following them.
He would follow them until they stopped moving, and then he'd just stand there and wait for him to move again.
No, I'm following this orc.
Oh lord.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Do you not understand just how much I get lost in this game?
I would stay
And
still.
the fact
It's better
that
for you.
IRS can jump over that damn fence.
Yes, well, there's that too.
And I'm back.
Welcome back.
And I have pie.
Well, at least you don't have cake, because the cake is a lie.
Well, it's not like it's a an untrue name. Got everybody here?
I'm in quest, but I'm kind of AFK.
We're used to it. Yeah, you missed the death ward.
I have my own death ward, and also I didn't miss the death ward. I missed the protection from evil.
No. So are we doing this the quick way, or are we doing the optional?
We're doing this the quick way.
Seamus's directions to the giant felled oak lead into the cave tunnel and deeper into the swamp.
You have a lot of dogs following you.
I don't know what you're talking about. There are no dogs following me.
Oh yeah. I didn't mean to press that. That was an expensive 500 damage. Cost me 300 spell points.
That is an expensive 500 damage. What are you casting for
Celestial
some spell points?
barb. I guess it's 100. Either way, it's still very expensive. There's a dryad tree right over here. I think it's over here.
Title was at the very top.
Oh, I guess, yeah. More Dryad. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Had enough with their Dryad tricks.
You're not gonna do that with this one.
Oh. I thought you were just doubting me.
You have found the Fallen Oak Shrine. You must be close to the lair of the Medusa Shatus.
Seriously, more vine orders?
The old hermit Seamus wants to speak with you near the giant fallen oak just
You might want to get some spell points.
I didn't even know there was a shrine here. There's a wolf back here. There was something back here.
There was a bird or a squirrel.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
there's a bird.
Have you?
Did you wait till I was done trying to cast the healing spell? Or,
Well, I mean, maybe you just, you were too full. This was Canadian Thanksgiving, so we got Heroes Feast.
yeah, that makes sense.
It's just because we have Thanksgiving on the right day.
Wait, would get smaller as you go? Or is that one just small?
That one's just small.
Beyond the thorns lie the fetid waters of the swamp. Furious at your invasion, the Medusa summons her minions and flees
Dropped a
deeper
consecration
into
over
her
here.
domain.
Champion over here.
Yeah, we noticed him.
It's got on-hit poison.
And a big crown.
Ah. Great, he's also got Death Ward. Champion chest over here.
Chest.
2.
4.
5.
Is there any more breakables we can get?
I think there might be some right near the end.
The Medusa raises a magic barrier as she directs her minions to attack.
You just had to have a death ward, didn't you? I think this statue's a champion. Apparently he wasn't good enough.
Hissing in fury at the destruction of her minions, the Medusa summons more servants to defend her. Shutters cries out, "Fools! Now you will all die!"
Yeah, killed the Medusa.
Swamp. Find Seamus and ask him about the missing scroll piece.
Nope, no great. The other breakables are down by one of the optionals then.
Let's see.
Bosses.
Just give me a second.
Okay.
Are you gonna get the traps at the top?
I'm doing that now.
Okay. Just say when.
When? Hey, Arrow. We finished off Tor, and then we moved over to the high road. No. There's gonna be one actually on the chest, I believe, too.
Okay, I don't think I can get the ones on the other side.
Just not enough jump.
Possibly, or abundant step.
Should be able to get there.
I can get
No.
you jump if you want it.
Sure.
Velma, right?
Right above Jack. Cute. Nope.
I know one of these either requires one of these doesn't absolutely require abundant step or similar abilities, but it's a lot easier if you have them. It's part of why I don't usually bother trying to get that chest, because I know that I'm not good enough at the jump.
I can usually jump and feather fall over to it. I've never abundant stepped up there because I usually just
Overshoot.
fall right off, yeah. And we got neutralization at least.
You'll find Orofon's nether scroll piece in the Medusa's hidden treasure room.
Which one next? Rest stop or...
So I
step
was
in?
just going to ask, do you guys want to do castle or village next?
Let's do village.
Okay.
I am at 210 healing amp, and I have 329 positive spell power. I can actually get that up to 354.
By turning on pacifism?
Yes. I could also go get ardor pots and everything, but yeah. Oh, I was going the wrong way. So I have human heal amp. I have convalescent bracers. I have PDK gauntlets. I think that's all I get from here. Oh, no, I also have, so it's 30. So the 40 from here, the 30 from here, and the 60 from here all stack. And then I get my human stuff. I don't know if I have any from Divine Crusader.
You get, I believe, 20 from Divine Crusader. Just one of the cores gives you HAMP.
I could pop this for 10 more %.
Or I could hit him with Crown of Summer and he'd get 15 more %. I don't know what type they made it now, so it may not stack with something he has.
Yeah, you get 20 from Extraordinary Virtue.
Crown of Summer's an enhancement bonus. I don't remember what else is an enhancement bonus.
So yeah, it's... I think I actually have... Oh no, I guess that's Paladin that has stuff here that gives it. I thought I did, but... There's probably some heal amp hidden within the Radiant Serpent anyway. But yeah, it's awesome because I can just like cure light wounds. Let's see, 240.
I'm in the quest. I need a couple minutes AFK.
Yep.
Scott's still AFK wherever he ran off to.
He's not really AFK.
So, I'll be back. If Scott gets back before me, feel free to start and I'll catch up with you guys.
Why can't we just start anyway?
You could do that too, but then you run the risk of finishing before Scott gets here and having to rerun the quest. Do you really want to do that?
I don't know. Can't we just leave him behind? He's run 2 Vaughns.
Wait, what are we talking about? What are you running me? What?
Get to the next quest.
Which quest?
Old Man's Face In.
Oh, is this gonna be even worth running for the loot?
You can get bracers or nether grass.
How far away is it from the main entrance?
It's the village. So it's like 3/4 across the map.
I'll just pass. I'll get to the quest you guys need. Not really need either of those.
You know you need...
Fail.
Okay, never mind. Let's go.
Which one am I going to? I know you said it, but what?
The inn.
The inn.
Stay at the inn.
That's off to the right from exit?
It's in the middle.
From exit.
Right beside the shrine?
Before the man can give you
Just cross the river, it's in the village.
swords burst out of the nearby buildings.
On the way to Grandma's house.
Runs off, frightened.
Five.
Same.
They seem to have lowered it.
We're only on hard. So you'll always get like really low amounts on hard compared to elite.
Well, that stinks.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. And then you have people like Ultra who have builds that are just like ridiculous heal amp, and you hit it off them. My renewal hits him for like 1,000 a tick. It's ridiculous. Because it only costs me 3 spell points, so. It should get a little higher once
Terrified villager beckons you over.
I get all my gear, and then I usually just run in Sentinel, just because I can turtle up real hard, and then I pretty much become unkillable, but I can't kill anything. I go massive heal bot there.
As you enter the inn, a voice calls out, "Help! Help! They've taken over the place!"
Yes, for heal amp, whatever, if they're like different percentages, or I guess not percentages anymore, if they're different amounts, they will stack. So I have an old pair of convalescent bracers, and they're just, I think these would have been lesser convalescent of sustenance 13. Yeah, because they're only... No, these ones are 40, so they would have been greater convalescent. I believe it's been a while since, you know, I've actually had to look at it. But yeah, you can hit those on. You can hit your iron gauntlets or iron mitts or whatever they're, PDK gauntlets, whatever you have. And then you have things like the Fleshmaker's necklace that you can actually boost it even more because it does a it's its own special bonus.
4.
Yeah, I think I got like 3 back there.
The innkeeper gives you the barn key, along with a warning. Don't you touch anything but that key. I keep all my valuables in that chest.
There's gonna be traps behind that door.
Mm-hmm.
There should be.
Nope.
Okay. Did Scott make it in? Yep.
As you enter the barn, a Netherese wizard brandishes his staff.
Just drag them all over to me.
Will not stop us from finding the pieces and assembling the scroll. Live or die. As the wizard incants a summoning spell, shadows begin to lift and move along.
Yeah, bathhouse should give you a 20%. There we go.
Capable than you appear, the wizard calls down. If you have the nerve to face me, pull that lever and come up here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So I see
Shadow's
Scott
turn.
made it into the quest,
Yes.
but he's still standing at the entrance.
Yes. At least we get 5 more XP, or 5% more XP.
That's true.
Yeah, reactive heal is in certain situations alright. I really wish that you could like scale back like right click, scale back and put them into other points instead of having to redo the whole tree, because it'd be nice to sometimes take it, especially with you have someone that they have a lot of dodge or something, they don't get hit too much, but when they get hit for a lot. Reactive heal is great for them. If you have someone who has a lot of PRR, it's something that once they get down to a certain amount, it's more of a lazy heal. And even then, if you're running around beside them, you're going to be hitting them with your aura anyway, so.
You want to go do the optional now or do it at the end?
I'm back.
Wait, we can do it now?
Bartender is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah,
Not
you can go do the
as
optional
the sellswords
whenever.
Okay.
ransacked the tavern
I did not mean to hit that.
search for the scroll piece.
Depending on who you're casting it on, there's people with like 1600 plus hit points that have massive MRR, PRR, and they get down very, very slow.
The
Hey, Joe, buddy.
innkeeper seems surprised to see you. Oh, you're back. Is there? The innkeeper heaves a sigh with nothing left to lose. The innkeeper turns to attack you.
Of course he's gonna attack me.
Never live to tell my secrets, he shouts. The traitorous innkeeper falls to the ground.
Oh yeah, stole the kill.
No Bastion.
Yay. Oh, I missed it.
I've got breakables on both sides.
I got them.
Smooth voice issues from the cellar. Hold your attacks, man. I wish to speak with these.
Yeah, there's ransack.
The wizard's voice goes cold. Are you lying? Or do you really not know? See? No matter. Either way,
I should kill a few guys.
your life is now forfeit. I grow impatient, the wizard cries. It is time to end this. As he speaks,
What, do you not get a whole lot of remnants?
shadow moves into view.
Oh, you can get the bracers. But then you have to find convalescent on somewhere else. Which you can't because
And by
it's-
farm, you mean hope somebody sells a set that
I didn't
has
say
one
farm.
when they were available?
I said get. Because they don't drop anymore.
Unless they come back in some future pass.
Yeah, that'd be nice, but it'd be nice if a lot of the stuff they had came back. Four.
Or
Four!
I just have this on temporarily. You could always just use Jewel Cloak as a swap on.
With the last of the Netherite, the bartender emerges from the splintered crate, looking grateful.
Lately
Make
I've
sure
been
you
using...
talk to him and
I'm going to
wait
escort
near
him.
him till he starts running up.
Yeah, I've been using Cloak of the Wolf lately.
The only thing
On
that
Shin at least.
Sponge ever gave me was a note promising to pay his bar tab.
At the mention of the bar bill, the bartender's face lights up. He rushes upstairs.
Oh man, I was almost first for kills.
Almost.
Bartender points at the promissory note on the wall.
That's it!
He shouts.
It was there all along!
One side of the parchment reads, I promise to pay 1 platinum and 3 gold
Anybody
in
got
return
anything?
for beverages rendered. Yet when you turn the scrap over, you see arcane symbols and ancient writing. You have found a piece of the Nether Scroll.
Woo, 3 potions of wonder.
You can take it up with me later. I really like gear. Made a
Yeah,
whole planner
gear is
about it.
kind of one of his things.
Yeah. It didn't used to be. Brandon used to make all my gear sets. He would tell me, this is what you
The
wear
next one or double recalling?
until X level. Oh, we're doing the next one. There's a...
Except for your Minos, which Scott told you when to wear, Joe.
Yes.
Except, of course, he told you to wear it forever.
Well, A, it was a different time. B, that was not the intent. It was until he was told to wear something else.
It was because he was wearing 3 strength items when he ran Vaughn with us, isn't it?
For healing amplification?
We're headed to the castle from here. Where's the
Why
castle
is there
from
a
here?
giant wood following us? I just want to kill the spider of unusual size. And where's
There's
this-
Woodwood, like, right over here, waiting for us to
Yeah.
attack him.
Well, we should totally kill him. Because that's what wood modes were meant for.
I think we should kill him because his name is Oak Arm, and that's simply an unacceptable name.
But his arm is made out of oak.
That would be why it's an unacceptable name, yes.
He's actually an artificer and he shoots out toothpicks.
His chest will be up top here.
What if I don't want it?
Well, then don't come loot it.
So, wisdom, spell crit.
Now, where's the castle at from here?
The
That's
other
not where the
direction.
castle is.
Rip soul, my last name is Okarm. How dare you? What are you gonna say to that, Brandon? Stupid water alleys.
Hey, no, Mary, get back here.
Why am I getting back where?
Because you pulled the red name.
You should get his aggro.
I was trying, but you're a little fast bugger.
There, I killed it for you.
Alright, get back to leading the way, sir.
I like how you think I know where I'm going.
Hey, don't tell me you don't.
How many times have I asked, where is the castle again? I just kind of hope I'm going the right way, because I started going the other way, and it was clearly the wrong way, so I'm hoping this is the right way.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Were you thinking Halcyona, Arrow?
How long do you think I've been back?
$12 minutes.
12 minutes?
Not long enough in order to get the kill count.
Alright, I'll be right back.
I mean, 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
Sorry, it was a judge on whether my tea's steeped yet.
No, Halcyona is from Archon's Trial. It's got healing. So it's got heal lore, magical efficacy 5%, devotion 66, wisdom 6, heal 11. That's just the heroic one, so. For healing stuff, Necro would have the Seraphim. Seraphim has Sacred. Hey, Flying Fortress. Yeah, there is. You could make a green steel heal amp, and no, it won't stack with bonuses of the same type. So if you have item, it would be a consolidation item of heal amp stuff, but it would just be like straight up 120.
Trying to talk? No, it wasn't Wraith I heard. Who was trying to talk just there that I couldn't hear?
Me?
I still can't hear who that is. My headphones are getting even worse. I should probably replace them soon.
Yeah, probably.
Yep, I just can't hear you guys now.
Place sits unused in the main foyer. The a dwarven merchant has a makeshift store in the ruins. It may be wise to make sure your
Right
supplies
back.
are well stocked.
Welcome back.
Oh, you can repair here.
Yep. And you could sell off. It's great.
I forgot about that.
Yep. So you guys still hear me okay?
Yep.
Okay, because I can't make out anything you guys are saying anymore. Yes, you could talk about me and I wouldn't be able to hear anything other than weird crackly noises. You're a fun guy, Shin. Oh right, that was his terrible pun like last week or the week before. My bad. Have you noticed he stopped calling himself the frontline melee too?
Yeah.
Also, is he piking at the entrance to this one too?
I don't know what you're talking about, I'm back.
Well, yeah, just because you're back doesn't mean you weren't piking.
And
I
he
didn't have
can't
time
hear.
to call myself the frontline melee. You all know how well I butchered up what I was.
As you butcher up.
Frontline soulstone.
what you're trying to say. So did we talk to all these people?
Yep.
Something strange about this torch holder. It's giving me string table error.
I have 2 more adventurers to talk to.
You know, the music here actually isn't too bad.
The Nether Scroll does not appear to be in this part of the castle. You will need to
Found him.
find a
It was
way
a bard
to
in the
clear
rogue.
of the fireplace opens smoothly. Pulled
Rogues are always
by
hard to
some
find.
mechanism.
Well, if they're good.
A frustrated voice echoes from down
I'm gonna let, yeah.
Find a way to dispel the barrier protecting the scroll, Kelton. Corrupt the local elementals, Kelton. Bah! I do all the work, and you'll get all the credit.
Isn't this way to the terrible gargoyle optional?
Yeah, where are you going that way?
Had the adventurers outside found this hidden cellar, no mere
You mean the terrible optional you paid for?
Yeah, I think Scott just tried to say something, but
Oh yeah, by the way, Scott,
I don't know
he
if I
can't hear
made
you.
this clear yet, Scott. I can't hear what you guys are saying.
Oh, why can't he hear us?
Because his headset's, like, gone.
Buggered up.
Like, I hear voices come through, and sometimes I can tell which of you are talking, but I can't make out the words you're saying. I just hear crackliness.
Need a Babelfish plugin.
A lone staff stands suspiciously in the center of this
I have no idea what that is.
Movie reference.
Oh, book
reference.
reference, sir.
Tomato, tomato.
No, no, no. Tomato and, like, cherry.
What about cherry tomatoes?
Well, that's kind of why I picked cherry.
I'm not strong enough to stamp the staff.
Oh, yeah, I got 20, so.
I am.
Snap like a twig.
This place catches on fire.
Kelden's sing-song voice emanates from the nether.
I'm gonna saute your mushroom.
I don't have any arcane energy.
I already did it.
Velma should be able to do it, though.
They'll never catch me.
Break everything.
Ow! Spell word.
It's this way.
The reek of still and stagnant
For the optional
wafts up
dude.
from the nearby chambers. Something foul is in this portion.
Somebody's going to the water elementals. We still have
Yep.
to do the third staff. So Jag went to the water elementals. So I'm gonna go find the third staff.
Ooh, watch your health.
I'm knocked down.
The castle throne room lies beyond the portcullis. A lone wizard is preoccupied with an object resting on the throne. It must be another scroll piece. The foul stench is particularly strong at this spot. Dark shadows whisper of the water elemental. The Netherese must have done something insidious to it. A soft magical din can briefly be heard as the overseer collapses. Then there is only silence. The shadows coursing through the elemental dissipate.
Got the
before
elemental.
The elemental breaks apart, and of the overseer.
Looks like I can't do this one either.
must have been magically
I don't have enough
somewhere.
religious
The
lore.
adventurers are nowhere to be seen. They must have retired for the night.
Ooh, leg. You coming, Shaggy?
Melee should go down and start this fight for us.
ZFK.
If only you could push people in this game.
Melee, go start the fight.
A Netherese wizard waves at you dismissively. So, you made it past the others. Is this what you're looking for? The scroll piece? How unfortunate. Well then, it's time for me to get rid of you. Certain the wizard calls out to the darkness. Creatures of shadow, come to
Yeah, I killed him.
Netherese arcanist falls and the scrap of nether scroll slips from his fingers.
I've just
The
been
piece of
stealing all the boss
parchment
kills
is
lately.
yours.
Almost got you in kills, Jag.
Now we go hand in and get rest up, or the last one. Is it rest up? So how are we doing this one?
We can just fight our way through. It's probably better for the sake of the stream than invising it. Like 4 people watching us probably don't want to watch you attempt to invis through the quest while the rest of us run ahead of you.
Saying I'm not slow, or I'm not fast.
Caught part of what you said there, and less than a reference to your speed was you having to be mindful of things like spell wards. Also, you're in Divine Crusader, so there's that possibility you'd forget to turn off your aura and pull all of the aggro behind you.
There's a tree full of spiders. That just sounds terrifying. In on hard.
A keen-eyed elf nods to you as you enter the cottage. This must be the Harper
I'll
agent
be a
you were
minute.
sent to meet.
It's pretty much straight across from the entrance, right?
Yeah.
Why did I go to Scott's dot? He took me to the wrong place.
I was following your dot.
I hope that wasn't Scott trying to say he was following my dot, since he was there before me.
He doesn't even have to hear you fully to know what you're saying. It's bad.
Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till they're done if they do the rebel thing, because then they'll teleport right to the quest. It's perfect. But it looks like they're not doing the rebel thing, so that's not gonna work out. Quest is off in some little corner somewhere, but I don't remember where.
Look for the tree full of spiders, and then go south a little bit.
Thank you, sir. Somehow when I'm running this on Quentin, I find the way with no problems. When I'm running this on any other character, I get lost. Ha 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 ha! You funny guy. Or at least for another 40 minutes or so. I just looked over at the clock.
So we've got 4 in. No, Titan, we just have bears that drop from the sky.
Not too frequently, Titan. Normally only maybe 3 a year.
Okay, I think that's everyone. Coughing up. So we're just gonna pull everything, stop when it gets ridiculous, and kill all.
I'm back. Somebody was here delivering a pizza. Yeah, funny, the pizza. Turns out the person who wrote down the address for them wrote down the wrong room number. And the room number they were trying to deliver it to had a do not disturb sign up and weren't answering their door. So they called the person they were supposed to be delivering to and were like, hey, why do you have a do not disturb sign up and why aren't you answering your door? And they were like, because you got the wrong room number. It's like, well, I would do it.
And it's longer than 30 minutes.
It's a freak.
Is that why Scott never got you your pizza yet, Jack?
You can see forms moving further on down the road. The Harper was right. This area has been overrun by Netherese forces.
You
Killing
guys said
everything
you were
here.
gonna fight.
Yeah.
You aggroed everything here.
We are going to fight. It's not we aren't going to fight.
Fallen purple dragon knights lie near a battle-scarred cottage, victims of the struggle for the keep.
There is a trapped chest over here. And it's locked as well.
All the spell wards.
Remnants.
5.
6.
Glowing orbs of deadly magical evil block the path.
Right back. Oh, that was a spell ward I found. You guys aren't there.
We are sort of here. Name chest over here.
I blinded one of them up there for you, Scott. Blinded 2 of them now. I got another all 3 blind. They have no idea where we are. You can just walk right by them. Grab out.
No worries, Big Sugar. Have a good night.
See you, Big Sugar.
I'm just gonna go around blinding things, I think.
With a shock, you recognize the body of Germon Dyer. The Netherese must have caught the Harper before he could escape with the Nether Scroll pieces.
Ooh.
Ow!
Where was he?
Wizard spawned a bunch of rats on me. Stupid wizards. And their stupid rat spawns. I don't think I realized before just how much sound impacts my playing of this game.
I'm gonna go around and get Brigmals.
I'm getting some of them.
The ramp leading down has been destroyed in an effort to keep intruders from reaching the inner keep. If you jump down here, you may not be able to get back up.
Do you know how to get up here?
Right, north and east is all fair.
Okay, jump down into the boss fight.
Wait, how is Scott not
A
here?
pair of Netherese
Did he
wizards
go
are
the wrong
engaged in a
way?
mystic ritual
Going around and killed everybody and got rid of the breakables.
to you with scorn in his voice. You're just in time. In a few seconds, this nether scroll will once again be yours. Do you understand what that means? The wizard inches nearer the nether scroll, overcome with curiosity. Who knows what power this scroll contains? Enough to make a man into a king into a god.
To a guy.
All I have to do is read it.
So she may already be a winner.
The sky goes dark and the smell of sulfur fills the area. An ominous vortex opens in the sky, a portal to some malevolent place. The towering demon turns to the Netherese wizard and grins.
Oh boy.
Would you like to know what you've done, mortal? You've pushed open a door to the abyss. A rain of dretches falls from the abyssal portal. gateway to his infernal home snaps shut. Suddenly, a pair of more familiar figures flicker into view. Your Harper friend
Nothing.
We came the moment Elminster detected the portal opening. I admit that this assignment could have gone a bit more
Thank you.
smoothly. Though it looks like you managed to sort things out by yourself.
Rena carefully takes
What do we have next? Yeah, wow, we have done like everything. The closest thing that I could see. Oh, we have yet to do VR. What? I don't even know if we'll still get bravery for it. Probably not.
Didn't somebody say earlier we were gonna run Vaughn?
No. We were talking about it, but not us running it like today. Tomorrow we can run it because we actually have a raid night tomorrow.
Yeah, except not the last 3 weeks I logged in.
Oh, that's because Brandon and I have TR'd. You're welcome to start it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go to House P and pick up the quest at the very least.
So what are we running, sorry?
Maybe House P because we haven't done it yet.
Might as well head back and get ship us anyway.
I'm back. Yeah, Carnival works.
Welcome back if you can hear me.
I assume that's what you meant when you said House P. Taking 25 real quick.
The sounds and smells of the busy tavern drift in from the next room. Perhaps
Sounds
Roderick
quick.
Manning won't cause a scene if you ask him a few discreet questions in a public place.
Snitch is the start, so that's where we'll start. 2 in.
The stench of smoke wafts down the corridor.
Watch out. Someone with search able to get up here? Actually, I wonder if this will get it. Yep. No rare at the top of the ladder.
Alright, which one are you guys in first?
Snitch. Checking the underwater location for Mandible.
A scurrying sound nearby
Mandibles
sets your
here.
nerves on edge.
Oh, Mandible walked off the edge and reset. Scott in to loot the chest. I hope so.
Nope, but that's all good.
Does anybody want a Noxious Fang base?
Don't everybody speak up at once. Gonna go hit the extra boxes.
I stepped in, I'll be AFK for a minute.
Don't hit the levers yet.
Epic Noxious Fang is still one of the best non-shuriken epic throwers.
Shrine in here. It's still only the second or third I've ever seen drop.
Might as well use the shrine since I'm here.
Can we hit the valves?
Yeah, valves can be hit once the breakables are done.
I just didn't know.
Because
if
you
we
can
were
get
gonna-
out of the shrine room without the water. You just can't get into the shrine room without the water. It's specifically so you cannot trap people in the shrine room in a quest with gather objectives.
If you could lower one of the nearby ladders, you would be able to climb up onto the rooftops. As you turn the valve, you hear a metallic clang in the distance, and angry squeals nearby.
Did Scott go AFK at the entrance?
Mm-hmm.
In a quest with gather objectives?
Good job. Scott, are you there? Yes, unfortunately we are. I just sent him a text, so.
I said it'd only be a minute.
Hey, he's back. You should be over here. This quest has gather objectives.
Scobama. I see. You know, I don't think I have. At least I haven't paid attention to it.
As you open the valve, the muffled sound of gears turning can be heard from the water below.
I don't always tab out to see TeamSpeak, and I don't have Overwolf anymore to pop it up because I used to use it for stream and only for stream.
And into a quieter, more prosperous neighborhood. Watchdogs dream peacefully in the
Are we
sunshine
doing this
below.
optional?
If you're careful, you can catch
Does
up
somebody
to
have
the
sneak?
and still let sleeping dogs lie.
I don't, obviously, because
You're a noisy cleric in full plate.
well, I don't look like I'm in full plate. I look like I'm a traveling cleric.
If someone has sneak and wants to attempt to sneak by, they can. Otherwise, we can just kill them outright and be done with it.
So, if we just kill them while they're sleeping, do we still get this optional? Because, I mean, we didn't wake them up.
I don't think so. I think you have to do it by effectively succeeding the skill check.
What if I just...
Much like when Z said that he just casts
Ah,
sleep
shit.
on them, I don't think that works either.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it would work. That just sounds... Yeah. Because they're probably just not in like an activation state, and then as soon as they hit an activation state, they that's when you lose the optional.
I didn't catch all of that, but from what I heard of it, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Anything that causes an interaction with them is a optional fail.
It'd be great if you could like stone them all.
A magical field flickers into place.
I opened up the
protecting
magical
the
field.
upper courtyard from unwanted intruders.
Oh, now he's a champion. Are we doing Rusty?
May as well.
A terrible din echoes.
He
down
shouldn't
the
be
hall,
able to be a champion
as if
since he's
sheets
a red
of
name.
metal were being
But
torn
it's
to
possible
bits.
that if he popped as a champion during his NPC phase, he'll be a red name with champion buffs. And that would be fun. It'd be Inferno all over again.
The rust monster is so intent on devouring his metallic meal
Nope.
that he
Oh
has
good, he doesn't have any champion
Oh,
buffs.
bring him over here. Bring him over here.
Can't get through. Just keep me alive.
Lavender hair dye in there for you, Scott.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Scotty got some hair dye.
Roderick Nettle's familiar giggle can be heard in the next courtyard. It's time to deal with him once and for all.
You get a prop from Evil when we get over and gathered up, Jag?
Yep.
Because this guy loves to throw Greater Command. Thank you.
Seal of the utility vest. Something
Nice.
useful.
Ooh.
Hey, you got one too. Shaggy, do you want one?
3 potions of wonder.
Shaggy?
Oh, he's got one. I'm pulling my two.
No.
Oh, if Driss doesn't need that, then yes.
What do you mean, Titan?
That changed a while ago, Titan.
Yeah, that would have changed with TOE. I know the descriptions at least changed with them.
It changed back when Feather added all of the
Oh, wow.
extra effects to Potions of Wonder.
Alrighty.
So we be done for the night, or are we continuing?
Yeah, I think we're done for the night.
I gotta be able to. Alright guys, it was a quiet night, but thank you for watching. Same old, same old. You can check us every week on Friday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to check out the shows on both Saturday and Sunday. Special shout out to Bitsy's show. It's awesome. Don't forget to come visit us at ddochat.com.
That was ddochat.com. ddochat.com.